Hello everybody, in this tutorial we are gonna make a web scraping of Amazon website using Python. So in our project we are gonna load or create a new Python file. And as you can see in Amazon, we type this text as you can see is also the top of the bar. So this is the URL we are gonna use and then concatenate the value to search. So in our project we are gonna import and then write this. We are gonna import beautifulsoup. So now we are gonna write the value to search. This is the text, and this is the URL. Also, for making this web scraping successful, we are going to create a headers variable with this property. And the value for this is any string you want. For example, I am going to write this. And in user agent, you can type any string you want it. And to check if this is successful, we need to write this. And to have that means successful. So to see if this is working, we write this. And as you can see, it's showing us an HTML code. So now, when we find, we need to get the list of articles. So for this case, we need first to navigate and get the div that contains the list of results. So we move to the top and find this class. And to see if we are making correct, we write this export code. And as you can see, showing us 1, which is the div that contains all the results. Now, after making this, I'm gonna get the list of URLs. For making this, we navigate again and find this class, which contains this link. So if we write this, as you can see, I can navigate between the results. So we need this export code and for this. So we create this variable as you can see, the sub-variable contains the HTML code. Now, what we need to do is to get the list of URLs. So we navigate between our sub-variable and try to find this div. I'm going to write this. And as you can see, it is only one div with this class. But inside of this div, we have a list of URLs. Now to see if our result is successful, I want to get the first item. So to see if we are getting the appropriate URL, we write this. So to see if this is working, we need to concatenate with this. And if we check this, it's showing us an item. So this is working. Now I have the list of URLs, but also I need the list of names. So for making this, we find the spam. So we need to now we navigate in our results we have. And to check if we are making successful, we are going to print this value. Oh, sorry. Now, as you see, we are getting a list of items. And now we have the name of the items we need. So now, we need to get this list of items and list of URLs in our own project. So, in basic code, we are going to create a file called requirements. And in this, we are going to write now we need to open Anaconda, navigate to the folder that contains this file. Oh, we need to save this before. And now we need to write this. After writing this, we need to activate. And now we need to install in our project the libraries we wrote before. Okay, now in our project, we need to create this new file, and in this file, we are going to write this. Okay. Now we need to declare our variable. We need to specify the port, and also we need to assign the host. Now we are going to create just an API to see when we run our project to see if we are communicating properly. So we write this. Oh, sorry, first we create this our get. Our API will be a get. And if this is successful, we're gonna return a JSON or JSON. And with this value, so now we save. And we will run our project. Okay, to see if this is working, we navigate here and write this. And as you can see, it's showing us the JSON we write here. So now, in this API, we can put the webscraping code we made before. So now, I am going to put this code and put here. We need to be careful with the spaces. Now, with this, is 200, we continue getting the list of links we made before. So we pass this code, also the list of URLs, and also we are going to create an array of links variable, which start as an empty string, also array descriptions, which will be empty array too, and we will navigate in our list of results. And for this sample, we will consider only the first 10 results. So we'll specify the limit, and after this, we will pass this, we will create this variable. The same we did before. We are gonna go here again, and array links, we reset this. So we change this because we did that for get appears. In this case will be item. And this value we are gonna fill in a writings variable inside this form. Also, array descriptions we're gonna pass this value. And if this is successful, after finish the form, we are gonna pass this next, and we have this value. And in our descriptions, we are gonna get the right. So if we go again, okay, we see an error. This is okay. Oh, sorry, I made this mistake. Okay, now I will go again. Type task is not JSON's. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay, now let me find the mistake. Okay, this is the error. Okay, I need to find the text. If I run again this, now, as you can see, it's working now in our API. It's working the list of descriptions and also the list of links, which is working now. Now, the result, we are going to change a little bit. As you see, this API is working because we start with a value. But what if I decide to change and receive this value from an input? And then when I press a button, this API will find the value we type, like we do in the Amazon website, and we receive here. So I will create folder called template site. I will write this, and we will have here just a basic HTML code, basic code, just like this one. We are gonna take this a sample from code, and we paste here. And for our case, we will write scrapping. So now, after making this in our file, we're gonna add this. And we're gonna add this lines of code. Now, if we navigate and go here, okay, let's see what is the error. Okay. Okay. As you see now, it's working. The error was on the name of the folder. Now that we can communicate this file with this. Now we can write these lines. We are going to create a div tags, and we are going to add this label for product. And then we are going to write some text. Some text. And write this. The name is product. So now we see the label reference to the input value. After this div, we are going to add this task called button. So we are going to search when we press here, and also we are going to add this text. Now we will see how it's showing us. And as you see, when we right mouse here and we press search button, this value will be received here. So for making this, we are going to add jQuery task. So we put here okay. And then right here, we are going to write this stuff. And here we are going to add these lines. And we are going to make a post API. The URL we are going to communicate is Amazon API. Later we are going to pass the JSON. So we write this. The content type and if this is working, we have this code. So we will see if the result is successful when we write this. And in case it's showing us an error, we will write this right. And on API, we're going to change this. And this parameter, we will not pass here. We modify for this. Receiver data will be, first we need to add this. Okay, after this, is this. Now we need to concatenate here. So now let's see. We'll refresh. And we will write this. So now we see it's showing us an error. And it says this. No type has no attribute text. So what is happening is if we check inside this for, we are gonna open the value we receive here in the property text. So the error is saying non-type object has no attribute text. So we are gonna print the list of the results we get. If we save this and refresh our website again, we will right mouse, we check what is happening. Here we receive a spam, which is working, it's a value, and we get none. So, for check if this is successful, we need to write this. If value is valid, so if this is valid, if this contains something, if this is different than none, in that moment we will fill or write both of them. So now we are going to save this. Then we will refresh. Oh, we are going to open again. Okay, so we navigate. After this, we will go okay, so we're done again. Now, as you can see, it's working. So now we need to return this in a table, in an HTML table. So we need to create a function. So we are going to call this, and the API will receive this JSON we will receive here. So now, after receiving, we need to return in a table, in a HTML table. So we create this function, so right here. So we will write this, we create this. This will be a variable which contains the name of the columns we are going to put. So for our case, we have a description of the items and also the links of the items. So now, so far here, we get only one row. The row that contains the name of the headers. Now we need to pass the values of the links and the descriptions. So we'll create this form. This second form is made for move between descriptions or links. So we write this. We are going to insert a cell. We are going to fill depending on the value of the variable we created before. If this is the first, we are going to have the value of our description. So for your case, is the property description and in this position. If this is not, that means it's the link. So we need to write this. Position C, and we concatenate oh, sorry. This will be right here. Now we need to write this. And just to see if this is working, we will write this, and when we type search, oh, sorry, showing us an error. Oh, sorry. We will run again. Okay, let's see. From 5. Okay. Okay. The name of my property was wrong. This is error. We will write again. And as you see, I get a result. And if I click here, it's showing me a result, and the same for the other value. So now we have a sample of a web scraping, also putting this code in a Flask application and also using jQuery. So this sample is complete because it contains not only Python code, because also I needed to add other JavaScript and jQuery, so I hope this sample will be successful for you. And you can modify and make other changes too, so this you can take as a reference, and I hope this code will be useful for you. Thank you very much for listening to this video.